So let's get started. So I'll start with a little story. Well, not really a story, but just, yeah. So most of us here have been in the IT industry for quite some time, right? And when we first started, it was pretty fun. It's still fun, but it was really exciting. You know, we were cocky. We wanted to do everything and anything. And you know, with that came helping your friends, your family, your mom, your sisters, your dad, right, with tech support. So it was fun at first. Yeah, you know, I'm going to do that. Yeah, you know, I'll fix that. I know everything. But as we start getting into our regular jobs, our regular work, you know, we get, you know, overwhelmed with it. We come back home with the last thing we want to do is more tech support and more technical work. And more so when we actually go to visit our families. You know, when you see them once a year or twice a year, and you're there for special occasions, and here your mom comes out with her computer, and you know, your sister comes out with her laptop, and hey, could you take a look at my computer? I've got a virus, you know, or Aunt Susie sent me an email, and I clicked on it, and it started popping up all sorts of things. I don't know what to do. Or I can't change the font in Word, and so on and so forth, right? You guys have dealt with it. Those of you that are just starting out in the industry, well, watch out. You'll get there like us. So one of the last things that I want to do when I do, one of the last things I want to do is actually go to my family's home when I just want to visit and go for it. I got you. Sorry. Hold on. We were having some technical issues earlier, so I think this will solve my problems. No, that's not going to help. It's the wrong one. Yep. It's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to do a demo later, and we're having some resolution issues because of lack of dongles, which is even more fun. So anyways, where was I? Tech support. So last thing I want to do, go to my mom's home, sit there. I just want to visit. I just want to have the, you know, the awesome cooking and all that stuff. And here comes a laptop, and it could be a 5-minute process. It could be a 3-hour process. And then you can't go visit friends and things like that. It just sucks. But what we can do now, and what I do, is I start doing these support issues in advance, proactively, before I go, and at my own schedule. So I'll say, hey, I got some time this Saturday, and I'm going to connect to you. And this is where remote support tools come in, right? Back, you know, several years ago, there wasn't many options. It was pretty tedious to do that kind of remote support. But with technology evolving and you know, just becoming much more awesome, we got all those things right now. Okay. So what I'm excited about to share with you today is a tool called Quick Assist. That's in Windows 10. How many of you have heard of Quick Assist? Okay, how many of you haven't heard of Quick Assist? Oh, great. Lots of you. So you're going to walk away with something then. Awesome. So Quick Assist. What is Quick Assist? I'm supposed to flip the slide, by the way. Quick Assist is a Windows 10 app that allows two people to establish a remote connection to receive support and get support. To receive support and provide support. That's pretty much it. It is a tool that's built into, starting with Windows 10 anniversary updates 1607 and later. So there's no executable, there's no installation, it's just built in. How does it work? Well, one establishes provides support with a security code, and the person receiving support will initiate a receive support and adds the code, and the connection marries, and then you take over the computer. So a lot of you, you're probably familiar when you contact Microsoft for technical support, and they ask you to go to support.microsoft.com/help, and then you scroll down the page, and they'll say, okay, hold on, give me a few seconds, I'm going to give you a code, and then they give you the code, you put it in, you establish the connection, now they take over your machine, and they fix your stuff, right? So it works the same way, except that the one that Microsoft uses is not Quick Assist. It's something else. I think it requires an executable to be run, but it doesn't install it. Okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to use Quick Assist. So actually, a lot of you that aren't familiar with Quick Assist, actually you are. What it is really is the Windows remote assistance tool that was previously existed from Windows XP, Windows 7, and so on and so forth. And that was kind of cumbersome to use. I'm not sure many of you have used that or not, but I didn't like it. You had to create a invitation file, then you got to email that to somebody, and then they download it, and then launch it. And I'll show you that too, actually, before we start. So excuse the resolution issues, but what I really wanted to do was to demo it with my machine here with a VM. But I'm going to try to demo to a friend who's here, and we'll do something different. I'll demo out into the audience. And if that doesn't work, we'll flip back to the VM. Okay? So first things first. Hold on. This one is okay. I'm going to show you the Windows Remote Assistance tool, what I was talking about earlier. You guys familiar with this, right? Invite someone. Well, hold on. It's going to fix the... So when the first time you use that tool, it's going to fix your firewall. Okay. So back here again. So you invite someone to trust you, and it gives you options on, save the invitation file, email the file, and use Easy Connect. Easy Connect is the easiest way to do that, but it actually uses P2P technology, and it may not be available in some networks, so that could hinder it. And then we are helping someone. Oh, sorry. Then you use an invitation file, you got to look for it, where it is, where you download it, and so on. So this is the old tool. So Quick Assist is this old tool that's been modernized with some cool features. Okay. How much time am I? Good. All right. Prayer? Can I remote to you? Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to start and look for Quick Assist. So once you launch this tool, you only get two options: get assistance and give assistance. And I'm going to do the flip after so I can show you guys what the person receiving assistance looks like, so you can see the prompts. We won't be able to see what prayer is saying. So I'm going to say, I'm going to give assistance. And it requires you log into a Microsoft account, which I'll do. Yep. Yeah, I know. I have two-factor on this, so. Give me a sec. Approve. That should go through. Come on. There you go. Well, I'm glad you saw that process. So when you're giving assistance, you got to connect to a Microsoft account. So you see here, we have a countdown timer of 10 minutes. So after the 10 minutes, if you don't establish a connection, it resets it. Then you got to give a different code. So Prayer has chosen the option to receive assistance, and he's going to put the code 781136. Got it? And he did that. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Okay, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So we're looking at Prayer's computer right now. And so if you look around the edges, you'll see a yellow box, right? It's like, that's what he sees on his machine. It tells him that someone is connected to his machine. And that's exactly how we're seeing it. Okay. So I'll dive into some of the features, and then after that, maybe talk about how it works and that kind of stuff. Okay. All right, so I'm connected to Prayer's computer. And I have, if I have screens, so if I'm connected to someone who has multiple screens, I can choose, which monitors. It'll list you 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of a thing. Okay? Which is pretty handy, because sometimes you just want to get to that one and not this one, and so on. Then you have annotation. Well, this is pretty neat because I can choose a pen color, and if Prayer doesn't understand, hey, I want you, oh, hold on. Prayer, stop moving. I can't, where are you? Okay, so let's say I want him to, right? You see that little red circle I did? If he doesn't know how to click on the start button, I'm trying to point it to him. So I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm walking through, and I'm like, hey, click here and do this. And over the phone, you can't just explain that, right? But now with the annotation tool, you can do that. You can draw arrows and all those things. The other thing that you can do, so you guys got the annotation? It's pretty simple. I don't really need to dive too far into it. You can draw arrows and things like that. So I can technically, well, then I can erase it. It goes away, exit out. So now with Prayer's computer, I can okay. I can get to his machine. I can do whatever I want with it now, right? Click on things and check what's going on and what exactly that he needs help with, and so on and so forth. The other thing about this tool up here, it says fit screen. Now what it does is that it doesn't like fit it into your machine resolution. It takes the size of the display of the remote machine. So it just like kind of stretches it out and makes it a bit better. Sometimes, like you have a scrolling bar on the right and the bottom and stuff like that. Okay, so that's that. Well, then you have the task manager. I am going to demo to my VM because this is a bit slow, but I'll just go through this real quick here. What I got here? Lunch with somebody. Wait, I'm kind of not seeing stuff here. Okay. All right. So when I clicked on the Task Manager, it just immediately pops up Task Manager on the remote machine. And now you can, check on processes and all those things that you normally do, performance, all that fun stuff. Finally, this tool has a restart feature. I won't restart it, but it has a restart feature. So if you had the person, or if you actually went to the start and did the restart, it'll disconnect that session. Then now you got to generate the code and all that fun stuff. But this restart feature actually does the restart and creates a connection back again. It doesn't always work, but that's the gist of it. So I've tried it once or twice, it worked, and I tried it another couple of times and it didn't work. So I'm not sure what's going on. But that's what it is. If you use this restart feature, it'll reboot the remote machine and still keep the connection, and when the connection comes back, and then you're back again. All right? You're not able to watch the restart, no. Yeah, that's a good question, yeah. Okay. So, how much time do I have? Oh, my God, got a lot of time. All right, so I am going to now try to flip to my other machine that has really bad resolution, which is, okay, this guy here. Sorry, folks, for the bad resolution. So I am going to do quick assist, give assistance. Again, you saw the login. And I'll tell you why it's asking you for this. Okay, it generated the code. I'm going to go to my VM. Come on. Okay, so you see the difference, right? Two different machines. That's my host machine, and this is my VM. So on my VM, I do that again. Quick assist, very simple. Come on, where do you go? Okay, there it is. Okay, so get assistance. So this is what Prayer was seeing when he did that. So let's go back and get that code, and that's 774356. So I'm going to put that 774356, submit. There it is. Needs permission to continue. So-and-so will be able to see your files and take over your computer and all that fun stuff. And if you go back here, oh, actually, so it's, so I'm going to say allow. Well, I'm going to disconnect from you. Okay. Okay, what I want to show you on this machine here, which is 7. Okay, see? All right, so while I have that going on over the other side, when you give assistance, you get the code, you can have the ability to copy the clipboard, you can send that code by email, and gives you other, how to provide instructions, things like that. So I just want to point that out in case you weren't aware. All right, now we're back to this guy here. Okay. All right, so as you can see, I told you that I'm now remote into my VM, and you get to see this little box up here, and you can if I click here, it's going to disconnect. So I'll just minimize it because I don't want to see that. And this is what my VM looks like with a yellow box around it to indicate that someone's remoted to it. So you know. All right. So now I'm connected. I got all that stuff again. Select monitor. I can annotate. I'm going to do the fit to screen here. So see that changed? It took the resolution of my VM. And now I can do the whole annotation thing. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be an administrator for this. So I can say, click on this action button here if I want to show how to get to the action center and stuff like that. So you can do all sorts of things like that, right? So I think you guys get the gist of how this works. So finally, let me see, what do I need to tell you? Okay, one thing to note is that Quick Assist is not a modern app. It is a traditional app, and it's located in C, Windows, System 32, Quick Assist. Okay, it's in that location. Let me see what else. And it is not a required feature. It is it's an optional feature called Windows capability. That's what it falls under. If you look for features in Windows, that's what it is. So how does this make connections? So the way this works is that the host machine, the client actually, all traffic is generated from the host machine. And for networks that use NAT or Hyper-V VMs and stuff like that, it just works. It uses the shared internet connection. What happens is when the host initiates the session, it goes out to, and I'm going to use my awesome power word for my friends, and it establishes a connection to remoteassistance.support.services.microsoft.com and gets the host IP address, and then when you give the code to the remote person, and that's where it brokers the connection and you get to do your thing. Make sense? Okay. For networking purposes, what does it use? Only port 443, that's it. That's all you need, port 443. Okay. All right, so that's the power word. And the other thing I was going to show you, so some of you may say, you know what, I don't want to use this in my organization, because you could use this to support your users in your own companies. You don't have to do this just for your friends and family and stuff like that. This could be an essential tool for that. Some organizations don't want to use it. They want to block it. How do you do that? Well, you can either use App Blocker, or you can block the firewall for it, or you use PowerShell and remove the tool completely. So I'll just show you the PowerShell thing. For PowerShell, if you want to remove this completely, you're going to use the remove. Hold on, let me go down here. Remove. Dash. Windows. I was just there, didn't I? Windows capability. Okay. Windows capability. Dash online. Dash name. App. Dot support. Dot quick assist. And then tilde 0, 1, 0, 1, no, 0, 0, 1, 0, enter, and then it should remove it. Good? So what I did to find some of the stuff was that I did get help, get dash help, what's that called, get Windows capability, and it gives you some of these options, and I believe it's Windows, get Windows capability, dash online. Oh, sorry. Windows capability dash online examples, actually. Anyways, that's how I found it. Just do your get help and you'll get to that. Is there any questions? And pretty much this was supposed to be a 20-minute theater session, and it got extended to 45 to accommodate you guys. So, oh boy. Well, hold on. He has a question over there. I don't believe so, because you see in the top there it says user is not in administrator mode, so you can't. Right. You probably have to elevate that person and show them how to do that and log off, log back in. Yeah. Oh boy. What's your question?
So, which version of Windows 10 was this feature introduced, or has it been there since the launch?
It's featured in Windows 10 1607 anniversary update.
Thank you.
And above. Cool? So the other thing I want to do, I want to let you guys know here is, don't forget, if you like my session, please evaluate. But finally, I think some of you know that I had some recent family situation, and I would like to dedicate this session to my mom, who just passed away on 9/11 about just over a week ago. So, thank you. Okay. Yeah? Oh, you want the, which one you want? Wait, which screen are you looking for? The,
My question was just, we said that Microsoft
No. No. You don't have that set up, yeah. Hold on. Why is this not working? Oh, it's supposed to be. Is that the one you guys were looking? Okay. Yep. Does it make it before or after what? After. So when it reboots, they will log back in, and then the connection should be established again. Right, right. You always need someone on the other end to actually use this tool to connect. So you can't just like try to remote in when they're not there, kind of a thing. It has to have that two-way handshake. They have to initiate it as well, like resume connection. Okay? Yep. No, there's no group policy settings. You've got to use app locker, firewall, or that PowerShell to remove it. Yep.
During the remote session with the user is providing assistance to, are you able to do, since they do not necessarily have administrator permission to elevate them, and you can run as, any kind of run as configuration, you can give, have your account established, I'll put running.
You can establish your account on their machine because you're literally like working on their machine just remotely, right? So you have to. No. Yeah. What is the what? Oh yeah. So on this one here. Hold on, where was I? Do I still have it? You know, I might have some print screens actually. Hang tight. Oh my God. I don't have it here, but where is the? So this right here. So at work, I have three monitors. I've got two big ones, and then my laptop. And when I tested it, it actually gives you the three. So I can just click on, 1, 2, 3, and just flip over. Okay, boom, 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 like that. So if you have someone that you're trying to give assistance to and they got dual monitors, no problem. You have that option there. Cool.
So this will only work on internet machines, right?
Internet.
Internet machines?
Yeah, you need network connection.
Okay. Like, will it work on the Apple internet machines?
No.
Okay. So what do you do if your sister has an Apple internet thing?
Do you tell her to go to Microsoft Store and buy a Windows machine?
Okay.
Surface.
That's yeah. And you know that Satya showed off the quantum internet thing? Will it work on that?
You need to go sit down. Anyways, thanks guys. I really appreciate this. Oh, you got another question? Someone?
I have one over here.
Oh, sorry.
So you said that it's a capability that may or may not be installed.
It is not in. What do you mean by that?
You said that the Quick Assist tool is a feature / capability that may or may not be installed. How do you get it installed?
No. It's already built in.
It's built.
It is not a required feature like your Candy Crush and all those things that you.
Yeah.
And you have to use the get remove app X package, right? We always try to remove that. You can't do that with this because it's not one of those required ones.
Okay, so it's going to be there regardless.
It's there regardless with Windows 10, 1607 and above.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. Oh no.
Hi there. I actually have a real question. Do you know what the bandwidth requirements are for this?
I don't have that answer. That's a good one. But you know what? It's some bandwidth.
Okay.
Little pipe. I hope this is not recorded. Oh boy.
Can you do quick assist to more than one machine at the same time?
No, it's a one-on-one, one-to-one. That's it. Yeah. Yep. Quick Assist is enabled by default. Yes, it's right built in. So the only thing that you require is to log in with your Microsoft account because it established that remote site. Yep. So, yeah, power word never fails. Good? Yeah? All right, thanks, guys.